financing for it. It might be a capital partner who comes in and helps finance the management buyout,
Yes,
or mezzanine financing to help it happen.
yes,
Okay.
yes, absolutely.
And that's a real good possibility. You may also have an owner who doesn't actually carry back any note, but they stay in longer. They sell 10%, they sell 20%, they sell 30%. They get to 40% and they're still there, and they still own 60% of the company. And they're taking out profits from the company, and that's helping to solve the problem. That's another way to do it. Because they're financing in the sense of, I haven't sold it all yet, but I am benefiting from what's happening, because you said, hopefully those people bring it to the table.
The theory is clearly that the profit that the company can generate can internally consume itself and pay for itself. And that, you just have to find somebody to bridge the gap between
Yes.
the current owner saying, I'll carry a note at 5% interest for 15 years, and somebody that's willing to say, I understand the risk, my expected rate of return, my expected payment stream is gonna be higher than that, but I don't want all those accoutrements that you're talking about. I don't need an office, a secretary, a company car, a health plan, a bonus plan. I don't need any of that anymore. That makes a lot of sense, Dean, in the denominations that are being invested, if you will,
Agreed.
right?
Agreed.
If you're buying 1% to 2% of a 150-person firm,
Agreed.
and you have a friendly banker, you can
Yeah.
typically do that. Now, you obviously want them to contribute, and if they're contributing and they are adding value to the company, it'll all take care of
They're
itself
helping
over
you.
time.
Right, exactly.
And engineers do this better than almost any other group. But because they're very analytical about it, they're very structured about it. They think through the possibilities, and what happens if somebody passes away or gets disabled or gets a divorce, or what happens if they can't make the payment, or they get into some financial trouble, or they have a bad habit that we don't like. You know, all those get covered in that buy-sell, and I'm sure over 35
Tested.
years, you've had a couple of those instances at least show up.
We have.
Question, Dean, when